Hello. In a prior video, I commented that I would share some tips on how to use AI to help build your business and invoke maybe some artistic creativity. Hi, I'm Denise Hoban, programmer and data analyst by day and creative artist every other hour of the day that I can. This past week, I was asked a couple of times to show my friends how to use AI to improve their resume. As a result of those conversations, I committed to creating a video for them. And actually, I figured this helps me kill two birds with one stone, as I can introduce AI to my creative, crafty friends, and then also share it in a way that everyone else can relate to it and immediately start using it. So let's transform your resume from meh to magnificent. Your resume is your first impression, your professional handshake with a potential employer. So it needs to be clear, concise, and compelling. Now let's take a look at this resume. It's fine, but it's not great. It just lists John's experience and education, but it's a bit bland. There's nothing here that really grabs your attention or makes John stand out from the crowd. And this is where AI comes in. There are some amazing AI applications available to everyone, and a lot of them are free. And today we're going to focus on one of my favorites, Gemini. So Gemini is actually Google's AI platform. So I'm going to show you how to get there right now. You go to Gemini.google.com. I hit enter. And the Gemini screen shows up. Over here in the top right hand corner, you have your profile information. Then you have the variety of Google apps. And just a heads up, the Gemini platform does interact with your Google, Gmail, and everything else, which is very cool, but that's a video for another day. You notice here that mine says Gemini Advanced. I actually purchased the Advanced model. I'm not sure what it all gives you, but I do know that it gives you this Gem Manager down here option, which I'll cover later at the end of the video. But I liked this feature, so that's why I went ahead and purchased the application for $20 a month. But otherwise, you can just use Gemini regular, and it is free. So automatically it comes in, your screen will look kind of like this. You can collapse your menu if you want to. You can click on a new chat and create a brand new one, but we're already at the new chat screen. And then you can see an example of all the chats or questions that you've already posed to Gemini. And you can click on show more. So you have your entire history of chats that you asked Gemini. What Gem Manager does, just to give you a heads up, is that it basically plays, you can set up different profiles and it will allow you to like define how you want that consultant to act for you, or what perspective you want it to take when it's answering questions for you. So anyways, that's kind of cool. But for right now, I'm going to go through this fairly fast. I'm not going to show a lot of the detail on the resumes before and afterwards, because my main concern is I just want to show you the process, and then I want you to go explore it on your own to see how it works. So right now we have our prompt here, and I'm just going to enter a prompt. I'm going to say, I want you to be my career consultant, and provide recommendations, on my resume, and then provide an improved resume for me in a format that I can copy over to Microsoft Word. And again, just talk to Gemini, type the words in as if you are talking to a human being. If it gives you something that you don't like, or potentially gives you something that it may have misunderstood what you were saying, and so it's not giving you correct information, just tell it. Tell it that's incorrect, please restate. This is what I meant to say. So just talk to it like it's a human being. If it doesn't give you the results the first time, remember that this is just the beginning. It is still learning. So just keep trying until you get the right answer or the right result that you want. Anyway, so I want you to be my career consultant and provide recommendations on my resume, and then provide an improved resume for me in a format that I can copy over to MS Word. So here is my resume. Gosh, that I want you to work with. Improve. Actually, let's do that. And now I've already copied my resume, John Doe's resume, over. Oops, I thought I did. Copy John's resume over from Word. Let me do that again. Control A, Control C. I'm going to hop back over, and I'm going to hit a Shift return a couple of times, and now I'm hitting Control V. So here's John's resume. We posted it in there, and now let's see what kind of results we get. I'm going to click on the Submit button. Ooh, it can definitely help me improve my resume for a career consultant role. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted. So let me do that again. So I can come up here and I can edit what I wrote in. I can edit my original entry and what I was requesting from it. I want you, AI, to be my career consultant and provide recommendations on my resume. And then provide an improved resume for me in a format that I can copy over to MS Word. So I'm going to click the Run button again. So that was a happy little mistake. I'm going to click Update. And it's going to, oh, okay. So it's adding, or it's now giving me my new improved resume, which I already like it better. The summary is much more detailed. And it's explained a little bit more detail in what I know about Microsoft Office, and it's telling you to highlight your specific skills. So actually, I don't like this again. I'm going to say, let me edit this one more time. And I'm going to want to say, I want you, AI, to be my career consultant and provide recommendations on my resume. How do I want to say this? Recommendations on my resume. And then afterwards, provide an improved, a final product, improved resume for me in a format that I can copy over to MS Word. Here's a resume that you can follow. Okay, I'm going to update it one more time. So you can continue to do this and just keep refining what you want until you get the result that you're looking for. Okay, so it's telling me now, here's what I recommend. Use clear, readable font it's even going into the format of the Word document. So now it's just going to continue to give advice like quantify your skills whenever possible, proficient in Microsoft Office Suite, and it gives a specific examples, focus on my achievement, try to use action verbs to describe the responsibilities, Again, I'm not going to go into all of that detail. You can see this yourself when you do your own resume. And here's my resume that I can copy into Word. So here we have John Doe. We've got the phone number and the email address. Highly motivated person. This is already an improved summary. The skills section is written out a little bit better. Scroll down some more. Experience is definitely more thorough and is giving actual percentages using smart descriptions to actually proven results. And then you've got your education here. Okay, so that's a generic, very generic resume. And so let me copy. Actually, I'm going to leave that alone. Now what I'm going to do is say, great, I love this resume. I'm going to go with this one. And now I know a job that I want to apply for. So I'm going to come out here to job search on Indeed. And I'm going to look up, let's do data scientist. And let's say I want to be a cybersecurity data scientist. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy down the job details, the full job description. Oops, my mouse acts squirrely. Okay, that sounded kind of weird. My mouse acts squirrely. I'm going to copy this. Oops, I hope I captured that. And I'm going to paste it here. And then now I'm going to say, I'm going to tell, before I copy and paste the resume or the job announcement in, I'm going to say, now please refine my resume to show the potential employer how my skills, how my qualifications and experience, it's even like prompting possible words. I spelled that wrong. An experience will qualify me the position. Or gosh, you'd think I'd be a better typist. Okay. See the job announcement? Gosh. The position that I want to apply for. Okay, now I'm going to hit shift enter a couple of times so I can paste. And I'm pasting in my new resume the job announcement, and it's going to use my refined resume. So I click the submit button and check it out. Improved resume tailored to the cybersecurity data scientist position. So now it's gone through, and basically completely rewritten his his resume to show how he can meet the qualifications of that job. To basically, say, this is how my experience relates to your position. And I think, in my own personal opinion, I would think that employers might like this, because then they don't have to weed through and try to decipher what you're trying to say or how your skills match their position. You're telling them how your skills match their position. And I know that there's thought out there that all businesses use some kind of AI tool to instantly screen out people if you don't use the right keywords, or there's a screening process with AI. Well, not all big companies do that. I know some HR executives who have flat out told me, absolutely not. We will never use AI. We look through each resume individually so that we are making sure that we give everybody an opportunity and nobody's being instantly screened out. So I like that idea. So anyway, so there you go. You have your brand new resume, and as you continue to do it, you can say, now have my resume meet this other job. So you can continue to use the same chat to create new resumes based on the specific job that you're applying for. And copying it over is as simple as, I think it's in here, you can like copy and then paste it over to Microsoft Word. Now, okay, so having said all of that, woohoo, we have a resume. Now let's go over to Gem Manager. I just want to talk about that for 1 second, a couple seconds. So in my Gem Manager, I have a bunch of different, basically consultant or profiles that I want Gemini to answer my questions from that perspective. So this one perspective was, I wanted it to be my career counselor, give me resume assistance. And my day job is the programming. So I also want you to give me programming advice, how to transfer my programming from one software to another software. What's that programming conversion? Also, I want to learn about my business consulting, financial advisor, learning a new application. I want to learn about Salesforce. And of course, my SkipJack jewelry is here. Anyway, so that's how you can use Gem. And you can basically, let me check on here. Programming recommendations. I want you to be my programming mentor. So let me show you how I have this one set up. I want you to be my programming mentor. Please provide the correct syntax without the rationale, because sometimes it gets into too much rationale, and I just want the result. Give me the correct result for the following applications. So in this situation, I want it to tell me how to program something in T-SQL, iSQL, DAX, Excel, Microsoft Access, or a Power Query custom column, for example. And what I would do over here is I would type in, let's say I'm doing an if statement. If this, then else, whatever. Anyways, I would type out the real programming language that I'm trying to type in. I would hit the enter button and it would break out. Let me see if it gives me anything here. So I didn't type it in correctly, but what it's going to do is it's going to tell me in SQL, this is how you program it. In DAX, this is how you program it. In Excel, this is how you'd write an if statement. So it's phenomenal. I can't talk enough about it. And I think it will do, the only thing it's going to do, in my opinion, is help us be better people. I'm a horrible writer, great with numbers, but this will help me be a better employee and professional. All right, so let me wrap this up. I'm going to go back to talking about the resume a little bit. My advice is honesty and integrity. Don't, if you overstate your qualifications, if AI overstates your qualifications when it gives you the new resume, you need to take those overstatements out of your resume, because you're not going to do yourself or your coworkers, future coworkers, or the employer any favors if you have misrepresented yourself and you walk in and you can't do the job that you said you could do. Don't embarrass yourself, and don't put yourself in a situation where it's a hostile environment because the employees are now mad at you because you can't do the job. You also don't want to put yourself in a position where they say, oh, I love the resume. They call you in for an interview and you can't answer any of their questions because you overstated what you did. So just as they say, honesty is the best policy, and you should live by those words. So having said that, I hope you like the video. I hope it helps you out in more than just doing your resume. You need to get out there and start playing with this because it's just phenomenal how much it can help you out. If you liked it, do me a favor and subscribe. And go ahead, share the link with all your friends. The more the merrier. I'm all about sharing the knowledge. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. All right, bye.